Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got some free time in Glasgow today, so I thought it might be a bit of fun to have a walking tour of 10 of the traditional style pubs that are in Glasgow. Now, I'm not saying this is a definitive list of the oldest pubs or the best pubs, or anything like that. It's just simply these are 10 old style pubs that have been around since I started drinking in Glasgow many years ago, and I thought you might like them. So I'll also point out some interesting landmarks on the way in case you ever fancy visiting Glasgow but you never actually made it. So I hope you like this one. Let's get on the move. So just before we head into the first of these pubs, I'm just at Sauchiehall Street here. This used to be one of the busiest shopping streets in Glasgow. Turned into a pedestrian precinct quite a few years ago now, but it seems to have suffered. Lots of the old traditional buildings have gone empty for a while, and then mysteriously have went on fire within a short period afterwards. So there's a few buildings like that. I'm not going to walk all the way up Sauchiehall Street, but just when I was so near it, I thought it's worthwhile just pointing it out. Sauchiehall Street in the city centre. If you head further out there, you end up heading out to the West End, which most people say is the best part of Glasgow and where all the money is, but we're not going to go there. We're going to stay in the city. So let's walk down Hope Street and we'll get to the first of these bars. So just as I pass it here on the right hand side, this was a massive big department store here for many years. It was Watt Brothers. It was the haunt of many a Glasgow mammy going in there to pick up crockery and cutlery and all the bedding for the house and all the wee fancy goods and vases and things like that that you used to be able to get. But sadly, a victim of the recession, and it closed. There's also lots of roadworks going on at the minute in Glasgow city centre, and I need to avoid being knocked down by buses as well, so I'll just jump in front of this next one. So yeah, just coming down Hope Street here, and very soon we should be getting to the first of the bars, provided it's still here, of course, because things may have changed. You know, bars that I thought were here may not be here any longer. I hope they are, because they were good little boozers. Quite a busy day here in Glasgow. It's a Friday. It's just around 12:15, and obviously there's lots of people sadly have to work for a living. And if you're one of those, you know, my heart goes out to you. I've served my time. I've done all my bits and bobs with work, so I don't need to do that anymore. So let's see. Yes. Here's the first little bar. The Pot Still. A very traditional bar. It tells you in the notice here, dates back to 1835 when it was first built, this building. So it's had lots of history. I'm not going to get into all the history. It's not a history lesson. It's simply a wee look at the pubs that are in Glasgow. And I will be picking one or two to go in and get a cold drink. Maybe I should get into this one and get a half pint just to start us off. I think I will. Let's see if they'll allow me to film in it. So in the Pot Still, and just decided to go for a half pint because I've got quite a few pubs to go in, so if I have a pint in every one I'll never make it. So we'll have a wee look round here and then move on. So you can see just a traditional wee Glasgow pub, and not a bad one to start the walk. So that's the pot still done. Just heading back up Hope Street to turn left at Bath Street here, heading up to the next couple of bars, which are quite a bit further up the road. So I won't film all of that. I'll just pick out the best bits as we go. So just walking along Sauchiehall Street here and passing some more of these mysterious fires. I'll just whiz the camera down and let you get a look. So you can see there, that building totally destroyed by fire. That might have been the old O2 ABC building from memory. And then up behind that, a totally separate incident, I'm sure it was just up there, was the Glasgow School of Art. Totally decimated by fire as well. Quite a hard one to swallow that for Scotland and Glasgow, because a lot of the Charles Rennie Mackintosh stuff was on display in there, and a lot of students would study the stuff that he'd done. So another couple of mysterious fires here in Sauchiehall Street. So we'll just carry on down here. So the bar that I'm headed for is not too far from here, and I thought it was worth the walk, because it's one that I used to frequent my late teens and early 20s. It used to be a great time for bars up here at this end of the town in the late 70s and early 80s, because virtually all of the bars had live bands, and you could sort of pick and choose where you went to listen to some live music, and obviously choose the style that they wanted as well. I'm not going to get into this one, but just remember, just while I see it, just over there, there's another wee traditional bar, the State. It's been there a long time as well. That's on Holland Street, if you're interested in that one. I'm not going to go in. So yeah, so all the bars here would have had free music to enjoy with your beer. One of my favourites was a bar called the Amphora. Did any of you go to the Amphora in the late 70s and early 80s? It used to be a great venue just up here on the right. It's obviously no longer called the Amphora, it's long gone. And then another one that I used to get into was His Nibs. And then I found out years later that a guy that I went to school with and we lost touch, he ended up working in His Nibs, and for some reason I managed to miss him every time we were in there. So this building you can see here on the right is the Beresford Building. It's an Art Deco style building. It was lay empty for a long time, and there wasn't no real plans for to do anything with it. But then I believe it's another one of these buildings has been taken over for student accommodation, and I might be wrong, but as far as I can remember, that's what it is. So it's quite a nice looking building, isn't it? Then just as I turn round here, I'm not going to go any further. We've got the Variety Bar, established 1970, you can see it on the wee sign there. Another very traditional pub. And I'm sure his nibs was around here somewhere, but I can't quite remember it. But the pub we're headed for is this one here. On the left, the Griffin. And another bizarre turn of fate. I never really went into the Griffin much, but I found out years later that my cousin's wife worked in there for years. And, you know, I'm sure paths must have crossed in the past, but just don't remember it, or it was so insignificant to both of us that it didn't mean anything. So the Griffin is the next one. I'll see if we can film a little bit of footage inside there. And just across the road, you've got the King's Theatre. Always a good show on in there. Just a traditional old theatre, showing all sorts of different types of shows if you're in the area. It's well worth a look to see what's on. I'm not going to go across the road, but you can see here, just down here, there's a brand new, well, a fairly new modern building. But then look at next door. These old sandstone buildings just lying empty. All going to waste. It's a shame what's happened to Glasgow, and I'm sure that's the same as lots of cities, where there's traditional old buildings that could have been utilised that are just left lying empty now. And then right behind me is the Royal Bar. So I'm not going to get in there. I want to see if I can get inside the Griffin and have a wee look. So let's see how we get on. Not very busy in there. Just a wee traditional bar. Right. Looks the part, nobody in it, so I'm not going to go into this one. We'll go into the next one. But it's got all these nice wee cutaways with traditional seating and things in there if you fancy a beer in there. So that's the Griffin. Let's head to the next one.